On the news tonight, Governor Obiano appreciates his ex-appointees. Anambra State is 27 years today. INEC denies duplications in its 2019 election budget. Thieves in Paraguay steal 42 powerful rifles from the police armory. Thanks for joining us. I am Franklin Onyekachi. Governor Willie Obiano has presented certificates of meritorious service to some of his appointees who served in his first term in office. Governor Obiano performed the presentation at the ESCO chambers of the Government House, Oka. Government House correspondent Kenechukwu Ofoma was there and tells us more.
Among the political appointees honored were the former chairman, State Internal Revenue Service, Mr. Chike Mejulu, former director of media to the governor, Mr. Chuks Ilebunam, and former senior special assistant to the governor on media and strategic communication, Chief Oliver Bala. Presenting the award, Governor Willie Obiano said his government will continue to reward excellence in public service, noting that the award was given to them because of their outstanding performances while in service.
They deserve the award, meritorious service. We want to honor them. There are three of them. Kisle Mejulu, Oliver Keke, and Chuksi Nebudam. Can you give them?
In a vote of thanks, the former director of media to the governor, Mr. Ilebunam, thanked the governor for the honor, saying working in his administration was a great opportunity for them to tap from his wealth of knowledge. He described Governor Obiano as a great leader who has touched the life of the citizenry, assuring him that they will continue to support his administration.
I want to say that we are deeply grateful for this honor, which, as far as my knowledge tells me, is a precedent.
From the Government House in Oka, I am Kenechukwu Ofoma reporting for ABS News.
A Commodity Agricultural Forum, CAF, has been inaugurated in the state to take care of all agricultural business transactions. The inauguration, which took place at the Agricultural Development Program Office in Oka, is under the aegis of State IFAD VCDP. Agri-correspondent Ebeleze reports that the event attracted IFAD VCDP farmers, processors, agro-dealers, service providers. Her reports.
Performing the inauguration, the Commissioner for Agriculture, Mechanization, Processing and Export, Mr. Famumbanefo, expressed joy that the platform will play a big role in driving the commodity unit which Governor Willie Obiano mandated them to establish. Mr. Mbanefo charged them to collaborate with the ministry and assist in driving its activities, assuring the full support of the state government to the platform.
CAF as a platform is a sustainability platform and a strategy that VCDP had put together to drive commodity and agri activities in the country. On top of that, VCDP, Anambra State is leading the way by registering and having your team ready. So I think it's something to give a clap offering.
The State Program Coordinator, IFAD VCDP, Mr. Anambra Guncha said CAF platform was adopted as a legal entity to enable it play the facilitating role of VCDP when it winds up. Mr. Guncha announced that CAF has been registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, as a business entity to facilitate business transactions for all the value chain stakeholders in the state and the country in general. He recalled that CAF won IFAD VCDP the National Development Partner of the Year award at Abuja.
It may interest you that this CAF has held the Value Chain Development Program an award, both nationally and internationally, because it was observed by the World Bank, recognized it as a formidable sustainability strategy.
Responding on behalf of the committee members, the state chairman of CAF, Sapol Egwatu, said, among other things, CAF is saddled with the responsibility of creating market linkages for business transactions, financial linkages for access to credit facility, and controlling side selling.
On the value chain stakeholders coming together
together at the state level to discuss generally our common issues concerning cassava and rice commodities.
High point of the meeting was the proper inauguration of the State IFAD VCDP Commodity Agricultural Forum by the Commissioner, Mr. Mbanefo. From the Agricultural Development Program Office in Oka, I am Ebele Eze reporting for ABS News.
The first ever Nnewi Political Summit has ended with a call for the political class of the town to articulate pragmatic and strategic ideas that will elevate the socio-economic fortunes of the commercial city. The summit held at Anedo Hall, Nnewi, attracted the who is who in Nnewi politics, government officials, a former governor of the state, as well as other Nnewi sons and daughters. Correspondent Chibuzo Okoye attended the summit and now reports.
Anedo Hall was filled to capacity as Nnewi converged to brainstorm and cross-fertilize ideas to chart a new political course for the town. Governor Willie Obiano, represented by the Commissioner for Housing, Engineer Emeka Ezewanne, described the town as the pride of Ndibu because of its unique entrepreneurial skills and ingenious nature, which has placed it high among other towns in the West African sub-region. Governor Obiano urged other towns in the state to toe the path of Nnewi by engaging their political class in a roundtable discussion to ensure that their best hands are the ones to represent them at all times.
I think this is very noble. I think will take you 4 years, it will take you 4 years. So, governor is happy with me. I'm happy to be here. And my help now also now other towns need me as a so I congratulate you. I wish you all the best.
The chairman on the occasion and the one-time governor of the state, Dem Veji Etiaba, noted that the summit was designed to help the town come up with appropriate strategic plan and a robust view of developing the political agenda of the town. The chief convener of the summit, Professor Obi Nwosu, said the summit aimed at bringing all political aspirants from the town together and listening to their various manifestos that will help them to pick the best among them.
The existing peace or the less existing piece to be maintained and upgraded. In a situation where maybe you want to contest where there is a post and a lot of people will start and in a scattered form, in a nonsense, in fact, unorganized form. So we want to get a little bit organized. We want to do better than what we are doing now. And in a summit like this, political summit, you discuss polity, not politics, polity. And what it means is the way of governance. And that is what you can see we are doing now.
Senatorial aspirant for Anambra South Senatorial District, Dr. Ifanyoba, assured that if elected, he will fight for the economic recovery of the town and Igbo in general.
Our mission is to go and recover the economy of Igbo in totality. That is why we are going to Abuja to fight for the recovery of Igbo economy. So many things have not been discussed, and nobody has seen much impact on the recovery of the Igbo economy.
A former deputy governor of the Central Bank, Professor Kinsley Moalo, was the keynote speaker at the summit. From Anedo Hall, Nnewi, it's been Chibuzo Okoye for ABS News.
More stakeholders in the state have continued to bear their minds on the journey of the state since its creation on the 27th of August 1991. Correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo sampled the opinion of some of them on the journey so far and now reports.
Anambra State has since its creation on 27th August 1991 witnessed several leaderships ranging from military to civilian rules. The state under the rulings has continued to grow from strength to strength. Speaking on the journey so far, the National President, Anambra State Association of Town Unions, ASATU, Chief Alex Onukwe, who is also the Deputy State President of Ohaneze Ndigbo, adjudged the state the safest and one of the best stabilized economies in the Federation. Chief Onukweku paid glowing tributes to the founding fathers, appreciated all the past leaders of the state for their various contributions towards the continuous development of the state, and gave kudos to the incumbent Obiano-led administration, which he noted has transformed all sectors of the state's economy.
Obviously, we have had our own fair share of challenges in democratic governance, but the signs are all over the place that Anambra is the best state in the country as we speak. Anambra is the only state in the country where democracy actually reigns, because we have had governors who actually mean well.
Contributing, the Grand Patron of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, ABGA, and the State President, Council of Traditional Prime Ministers, Chief Anthony Enukeme, commended those that contributed to the creation of the state and called on the Anambra to see the development of the state as a collective responsibility.
Onye ọbụla chọrọ ka ya kọba ugbo na Anambra steeti ya gbapụ. Onye ọbụla chọrọ ime ife ọ na-eme. Ine anya kịta ndị nọcha na Abuja na obodo dị anata na baa ụzọ Igbo arịa m gbanụ n'ibite ọgbụala ijefu ebe a na-akọrịkọ a na ebe anwa ọ ka ọ dị mma ka a na-eme.
On his part, an Anambra industrialist based in Lagos, Chief Godwin Okafor, noted that the stable democracy, efficient security network, and massive development in all facets of the state economy are enough reasons to celebrate. He, however, called for more improvement in road infrastructure to ensure that all communities in the state are connected to one another and boost economic activities in the state, especially between urban and rural communities.
I believe our governor will try to improve on that. I believe there are so many roads uncompleted. So these are connecting roads. At least let him try as much as he could to connect all towns in Anambra State. It will be a thing of joy, and Anambarians will be very happy indeed.
In Oka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
The need for the state government to adopt tax shuffling and tax sharing TSTS as a way of bridging the gap and shortfalls of health professionals in providing healthcare delivery to the masses has been stressed. This formed the high point of speeches delivered during a one-day policy dialogue held in Oka on domestication of TSTS as a policy that will further strengthen healthcare services in the state. Correspondent Ngozi Obileri tells us more.
The event, organized by the South Saharan Social Development Organization, was attended by health workers, representatives from health institutions and State Ministry of Health, civil society organizations, and pharmacists. In a speech, the facilitator of the program, Mr. Andrew Ibu, explained that TSTS was introduced in 2014 by the National Council on Health and was approved by all the commissioners of health from the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. Mr. Ibu explained that the program is sponsored by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which provides part of the trainers and funds, urging state governments to make trainees and counterpart fund available for the policy to kick off in NX.
Shortages of professional health workers, which is more acute in rural areas. This is one of the ways that we can address that shortage or that shortfall, which is to allow health workers with lower or lesser qualifications to take on higher responsibilities, bigger responsibilities in those rural areas where those needs are greatest.
Earlier, one of the coordinators, Mr. Stanley Lechuku, gave an overview of the results of Anambra State Health Indicators as of 2017, which states that the state is doing excellently well in immunization programs for children under the age of 1. He, however, expressed worry that only 10% of the pregnant women in 2017 slept under treated mosquito nets.
We discussed the policy going forward, and I hope that by the end of the day, we will get commitment from each and every one of you in your various fields that we will implement this policy as it is and drive it till it gets to the nooks and crannies of the state.
On his part, the acting permanent secretary, Ministry of Health, Dr. Ogochukwu Ndibe, said that TSTS is a policy that is result-oriented when those trained center their practices on the knowledge garnered, noting that there are medical areas that are prohibited for non-professionals. He hinted that the state government is making efforts to ensure that the policy is officially domesticated.
As much as tax shifting, we can't run away from it. Because, one, there is paucity of trained professionals in the different areas.
Other staff of the ministry who spoke at the event, including the Executive Secretary, Primary Health Care Agency, Dr. Choma Ezenyumuru, and Dr. Obegeli Uchebo, disclosed that at present, there are 35 general hospitals and 565 health centers fully operational across the state. They added that government, outside training students in various health institutions, also run an on-the-job training for professionals and health tutors. In Oka, I am Ngozi Obileri for ABS News.
Adazienu, Adaziani, and Adazinuku communities in Anocha Council area over the weekend unanimously converged on Adazienu community in commemoration of what they called New Yam Festival for a United Adazi. The celebration headed by Obio Kotu of Adazienu, Iwe Okbalachelo, marked the end of communal tussle among the communities and aimed at fostering peace, cultural benefit, and political alignment. Correspondent Chibuzo Obidike has the details.
Festival, attended by Ndiodu as well as clan chiefs of the communities, started with paying of homage by the three brothers to the traditional ruler of Adazienu, Igwe Okbalechelu, the eldest among the three brothers. Cutting the new year for his subjects at Adazienu Civic Center, the traditional ruler of the community, Igwe Augustine Obiekezie, pointed out that yam is the king of crop that breeds love and unity. Igwe Obiekezie said the festival, which is respected among Igbo people, paves way for other members of the community to start eating the new yam, and also an avenue for Thanksgiving to appreciate God for bountiful harvest.
New Year, Sunday, Akogo, Chue, Guta, Now festival, now when I can Maka harvest Ebuta, Maka Jebuta, Maka Ebuta, Maka Ibakumako, Ewutapa. We point of contact, Maka, all over no Yonana. Kenechineke na Gomeri, Ni Butagoji, Naji Kolu, Ni Butabe, Ni Ekere, whenever Maka.
For the President General of the community, Frank Madubike, and the traditional Prime Minister, Chief Kanu Ugumba, New Yam celebration is the dawn of a new era in the agricultural calendar of the community and a way of promoting culture and tradition of the land as inherited from their forefathers.
As a peaceful community. So, Anambra that and Cabane Muleti, I find them and organized.
Manawamji is like something that is universal, cultural across all Igbo. Yeah, Nana, where Mana Nigeria, Mana Brody Chiche, Manandi only buy outside the country. Now, what like you said, they are not your own job on an culture. Kana Kuzumofa, their own culture, so that now, Hapua.
Speaking during the event, Chief John Chukwudi and Lady Ifeoma Uzokwe noted that the significance of the festival is to hand over their culture to the younger generation to prevent their language and culture from going into extinction. The 2018 New Year Festival of Adazinuku attracted stakeholders, including the member representing Anocha, Durikofia, and Njikoka Federal Constituency, Chief Dozie Nwankwo, the State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Dr. Mrs. Ujumogu, the Auxiliary Bishop of Oka Diocese, Most Reverend Jonas Benson Okoye, and the Transition Committee Chairman of Anocha Council Area, Engineer Ikobi Ejiofo, among others. The celebration also witnessed the conferment of chieftaincy title of one lady number of Adazinuku on Senator Victor Ume for his doggedness, exemplary lifestyle, and selfless service to the community. From Adazinuku Civic Center in Anocha Council area, Chibuzo Obidike, ABS News.
The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has denied reports that there are duplications in its 2019 election budget. The chairman, Mr. Rotimi Oyekami, said in a statement that INEC's version of the budget was different from the one President Muhammadu Buhari forwarded to the National Assembly. Mr. Oyekami explained that what the president did was to break INEC's budget into two components. He said the president asked that 143.5 billion naira be taken from the 2018 budget, while 45.6 billion naira be appropriated in the 2019 budget. Mr. Oyekami noted that when the lawmakers raised concerns over the method, the Minister of Budget and National Planning, Senator Udo Udoma, told them that if they chose to post the entire sum of 189.2 billion naira to the 2018 budget, the president will oblige and then simply deduct the 45.6 billion naira from the 2019 budget. He, however, noted that the impression being created that the president presented a different figure from INEC as the election budget to the National Assembly is wrong. Tonight on Business News, ICO Insurance PLC said it has gotten approval from the National Insurance Commission, NICOM, to underwrite agriculture insurance. The company said it is taking strategic position to be a major player in offering agriculture insurance in order to deliver the much-needed protection to the different players in the agriculture value chain. In a statement, the company said the move is in response to the dire need for adequate insurance in protecting investments in agricultural sector. Commenting on the company's readiness to play in the space, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer Mr. Edwin Ibiti said, having recently obtained approval as an agriculture underwriter, ICO Insurance is uniquely positioned to offer agriculture insurance to Nigerian farmers at all levels, as well as investors looking to tap into the huge potentials of the sector through its value-based insurance propositions. And on the foreign scene, thieves in Paraguay have stolen 42 powerful rifles from the police armory, replacing them with wooden and plastic replicas. The rifles had been put into storage, but were still in working order. During an inspection, officers found that the FN-FAL battle rifles had been replaced with wooden and plastic replicas. The inspection had been ordered after the rifles started appearing a year ago on the black market, where they can be bought up to $10,000. Some of them are thought to have ended up in Argentina, while others are believed to have been smuggled to Brazil. Neighboring Brazil has long complained that many of the illegal weapons seized there have been smuggled into the country from Paraguay. When the rifles first started appearing on the black market, the military ordered an investigation. The police officer in charge of the armory has been replaced, but no arrests have so far been made. And now sports news. Confederation of African Football, CAF, President Ahmad Ahmad has called on African football associations to increase their commitment to transparency with good governance. Ahmad Ahmad said African football has experienced a tough time of late with major governance issues in both Nigeria and Ghana. Ahmad, who identified corruption as one of the major issues that governing bodies face, called for more investment in football from national governments in Africa to help grow the game on the continent, adding that football remains a top sport and needs a lot of attention from all stakeholders. He urged African governments to increase their support to football projects through building better facilities that can help grow football better in their respective countries, noting that football can build a strong image for countries depending on which directions they choose. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by logging on to our website on www.absradiotv.com. Follow us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/absradiotelevision. Follow us on Twitter at absradiotv. To end the news, another look at the main points. Governor Obiano appreciates his ex-appointees, says his administration will always reward excellence in service. Anambra State is 27 years today. INEC denies duplications in its 2019 election budget, says its version of the budget is different from the one President Muhammadu Buhari forwarded to the National Assembly. And we also told you that thieves in Paraguay steal 42 powerful rifles from the police armory. Report says they replaced them with wooden and plastic replicas. Thanks for watching. I am Franklin Onyekachi. Have a pleasant night rest.